Hello everyone, today Love Series channel has a short series to tell everyone. If you are ready, let's listen. Sweet Parisian Romance, a heartwarming romantic comedy set in the city of love, Paris. Follow the journey of a group of individuals brought together by fate amidst charming streets, the iconic Eiffel Tower, and cozy bakeries. With laughter, unexpected twists, and touching moments, this series explores how love blooms in the most surprising and delightful ways. It's a tale filled with humor, heartfelt connections, and the magic of Parisian life. Episode 1. Wrong Start. Elena, a 28-year-old Thai woman who dreams of becoming a world-class designer, travels to Paris with excitement. But when she arrives at the airport, her life starts with bad luck. Her luggage is missing, so she has to carry a small handbag to find her booked accommodation. While waiting for the subway, she bumps into a well-dressed but unfriendly young man. He is Pierre, the heir to a famous wine business. The two argue because Elena misunderstands that Pierre is the one who stole her bag. The chaos increases when Elena's real luggage is sent to the wrong place. But fate allows Pierre to accidentally help her find the bag back. At the end of the episode, he returns the bag and says sarcastically, "Paris may not be kind, but there are still people like me who help you." Episode 2. When differences meet. After a bad first day, Elena receives good news when she gets a temporary job at a famous fashion studio in Paris. But the chaos begins when she finds out that the brand's most important client is Pierre. The two face off again when Pierre asks her to help design a logo for the family's new wine, but Elena immediately refuses because she sees him as arrogant. Pierre does not give up and challenges her that he will change her mind before the wine launch in a month. Their relationship starts with arguing almost every time they meet, but Elena's creativity and intelligence make Pierre start to see her in a different light. Episode 3. Adjusting in Paris. Life in Paris is not as easy as Elena thought. She has to face problems such as getting lost in the city, ordering the wrong menu because of her unclear French accent, and being cheated on taxi fare until she almost runs out of money. One day, she accidentally meets Pierre in a street-side cafe while trying to order a menu she doesn't understand. Pierre helps her order and laughs at her happily. But this conversation makes Elena start to see his friendly side. She tells him about her dream of opening her own fashion brand. Pierre began to take an interest in her, both as a dreamer and as a woman he began to find attractive. Episode 4. A chaotic day in the countryside. Pierre invites Elena to visit his family's vineyard in the countryside to find inspiration for a wine logo design. Elena is impressed by the beauty of the vineyard, but the visit is full of chaos. Elena mistakes the grape press for a washing machine and tries to add detergent. One day, Pierre takes Elena to see his sheep and horse farm, but she is chased by the sheep on the farm and falls into the mud, and breaks a wine bottle. While jogging in the garden, she trips over her own feet. Pierre laughs until his stomach hurts and teases her all day. Despite all the funny things happening, Elena begins to understand Pierre's family's dedication and sees the seriousness hidden beneath his playful image. Episode 5. A chaotic festival. Pierre takes Elena to a wine festival in a small village. Elena is asked to wear a traditional French costume to promote the family's wine, but she chooses the wrong size and wears it in a funny way, causing everyone at the event to laugh. Pierre tries to help her resolve the situation by pretending to dress up like a clown to distract them. The two have a fun time and become closer. Pierre begins to show concern and care for Elena in a way that she did not expect. As Elena began to realize that he was not as arrogant as she had thought. Episode 6. Secrets in the Vineyard. After the events of the wine festival, Elena became closer to Pierre's family, especially his younger sister, who also loved designing clothes. One day, while Elena was exploring the vineyard, she overheard Pierre's conversation with his parents about the major problems the wine business was facing. Decreasing sales and market competition had caused the family to start going into debt. Elena felt sorry for Pierre, who looked stressed and weak in a way she had never seen before. She tried to ask him about it, but Pierre kept evading her, saying that he could handle everything himself. One night, while they were watching the stars in the vineyard, Pierre opened up about how he felt pressured by his family's expectations and admitted that he was afraid that he would not be able to save the business. Elena held his hand tightly and said, "Success is not something you can do alone. You have people who are always ready to help you." These words made Pierre start to feel that having Elena by his side might be the answer he needed. Episode 7. A crazy promotion plan. After a heartfelt night, Elena thought of a way to help Pierre's family business. She proposed an idea to create a unique wine promotion campaign by combining a fashion show and French Thai culture. This idea shocked everyone in the family, especially Pierre's mother, who thought it was too risky. Pierre himself was unsure and began to question whether the campaign would actually work. Elena tried to explain that creating a new identity for the wine would attract the attention of the younger generation, but Pierre remained uncooperative. The tension led to their first argument, but after that Pierre began to think about Elena's words and decided to take a chance on the plan. Eventually, the two worked together to prepare for the event, with Pierre providing management support and Elena taking charge of design and coordination. During the preparations, the two began to have more intimate moments. Pierre secretly watched Elena as she worked hard, and began to realize that what he liked about her was her confidence and determination. Episode 8. Thwarted Love. Elena and Pierre's relationship is getting closer and closer, but Pierre's mother doesn't agree. She sees Elena as an outsider who has no background or understanding of French culture. Her mother tries to talk to Pierre and asks him to stop seeing Elena because she thinks Elena is not worthy of their well-off family. Elena accidentally overhears this conversation, and even though she tries to ignore it, Pierre's mother's words make her doubt herself. She feels that she may not really fit into Pierre's world. She decides to avoid Pierre and tries to distance herself. Pierre senses the change in Elena and tries to find the reason. When he learns that his mother is the cause of his discomfort, Pierre confronts his mother and says, "I don't need a perfect person, but I need someone who completes what I lack, and she is the one." Although his mother still doesn't accept it, Pierre makes his position clear and goes to Elena to comfort her, telling her that he chose her and that he will not let this love be destroyed. Episode 9. Failed Fashion Show. Elena and Pierre are focused on preparing for a grand wine promotion campaign. This campaign will feature a fashion show in Pierre's family's large vineyard. The decoration was both romantic and luxurious. The team from Elena's fashion studio also came to give full support. Everything seemed to be going well, despite the expectations and pressure from Pierre's family. The day of the event arrived. Many guests were amazed by the beauty of the event that Elena had organized. But as soon as the show started, a thunderstorm unexpectedly hit. The guests ran to take shelter from the rain in the chaos. The performance equipment and clothes were damaged by the rain. The event that Elena and Pierre had planned for months was ruined in an instant. Elena felt sorry and blamed herself for choosing to organize the event outdoors. She thought that this might be proof that she was not suitable for Pierre's world. Pierre came back to comfort her. He said, "Great success often comes with failures that must be learned from." His words gave Elena encouragement and she decided not to give up. Episode 10. A Journey to Find Inspiration. After the incident at the vineyard, Pierre suggests that Elena take a vacation to a small village in the south of France. The two travel together and find a peacefulness that is different from Paris. Elena meets simple living villagers, learns how to make traditional wine from an uncle in the village, and learns how to ride a horse. One day, she trips and falls, spraining her ankle. Pierre rushes over to help her wrap her ankle and lets her ride on his back to her lodgings. During the journey, Elena and Pierre spend more time getting to know each other. Pierre tells her that he once dreamed of opening a small restaurant, but had to give it up to inherit the family business. Elena tells her about her childhood, where she had to fight for her dream of becoming a designer. The two begin to feel that there is more to them than they thought. On their last evening in the village, they sit by the river looking at the stars. Pierre says, "Maybe my dream is not a restaurant, but to have someone who is willing to walk with me, no matter what that dream is." These words make Elena confused about how she feels about him. Episode 11. Love or Just a Misunderstanding. Back in Paris, Elena starts to notice that Pierre seems unusually busy, and there are rumors that Pierre is getting engaged to a woman chosen by his mother. Elena felt inexplicably sorry, but she tried to tell herself that she had no right to feel this way because she and him had no clear status. Pierre tried to explain the rumors, but Elena refused to listen. She decided to distance herself and devote herself to her work. During that time, She received a job offer from a famous brand that she had dreamed of for a long time, but she felt that this success was incomplete because she was still thinking about Pierre. Finally, Pierre found a way to meet Elena and told her the truth that he did not love that woman. The engagement was just his mother's attempt to help the business, but he chose to cancel everything because he knew that the only person he wanted was Elena. These words made Elena open her heart, and the two decided to give this love another chance. Episode 12. Launch of the new collection. After reconciling, Elena decided to take this opportunity to start a new project. Inspired by both her love and experience in France, she started designing a clothing collection that combined Thai and French cultures. Pierre fully supported her, helping with marketing and finding a venue for the launch. Elena's new collection attracted the attention of many big brands in Paris. She was excited and worked hard to prepare for the launch of the fashion show. Pierre often came to cheer her on, and the two spent time together during the chaos. On the day of the event, everything seemed to go well. Many guests were impressed by the innovative designs. However, at the climax of the event, the show was interrupted by a power outage. Elena was shocked and began to panic, but Pierre stepped in to help. He used his charm and speaking skills to draw the attention of the guests back and made the event continue in a simple but impressive way. Everyone admired her creativity, and the collection was a great success. Episode 13. The Secret of Pierre's Mother. Although Elena and Pierre's love was starting to improve, Pierre's mother still did not accept her. One day, Elena overheard Pierre's mother talking to her close friend about the past that made her cold and strict. Elena knew that Pierre's father had an affair with a woman who had caused his mother great grief. That was why she did not want her son to date someone from a different culture. Elena tried to talk to Pierre's mother to understand. Although she was initially rejected, Elena's sincerity made her mother open up. She shared her fear that her son might suffer like her. Elena promised that she would do everything to take care of Pierre's heart. Episode 14. Elena's hometown journey. Pierre decided to fly to Thailand with Elena to visit her family and learn about Thai culture up close. He found that Elena's simple and warm life was completely different from his own. Pierre helped Elena's mother cook Thai food and enjoyed learning how to make traditional Thai desserts. Pierre happily ate with Elena's family. Elena took Pierre to a Thai costume rental shop to wear together. While the two visited temples, read signs at temples, bought Thai English dictionaries, rode elephants, took a boat to see fireflies at night, and visited important places in Elena's hometown, Pierre said, "Thailand has a charm that I have never seen before. It's like you, there are many sides for me to explore." These words made Elena feel that he was not just a lover, but someone who was ready to understand and respect her identity. At the end of the episode, Pierre said in Thai, "I love you." Although his accent was wrong, his intention made Elena laugh and smile with happiness. Before returning to Paris, Elena took Pierre to say goodbye to her family. Episode 15. The Final Test. After returning from Thailand, Elena and Pierre's relationship seemed to be steadily improving. However, a big problem came when Pierre received an offer from a major investor who wanted to buy the family's wine business. This offer would help solve the debt problem and take the business in a new direction, but on the condition that Pierre would have to move to Bordeaux and take care of the winery there. Elena felt pressured and began to wonder what the future would hold for the couple. She did not want Pierre to choose between love and duty, but Pierre insisted that he did not want to go anywhere without her. The couple tried to find a way to solve this problem together, but it seemed that the situation became more complicated when Pierre's mother encouraged him to accept the offer, because she believed that it was the best opportunity for the family. While the couple was facing pressure, Elena met a famous designer who wanted to work with her in New York. She had to decide whether to choose her own dreams or stay by Pierre's side in France. The two began to feel that their love might not go hand in hand with their different dreams. Episode 16. Heart's Choice. In the final episode, Pierre and Elena decide to take some time apart to reflect on the most important things in their lives. Pierre returns to the vineyard and sits looking at his family's winery, reminiscing about the memories he spent there with Elena. Elena spends time drawing her new collection and reflecting on the meaning of her love for Pierre. One day, while Elena is sitting in a small cafe in Paris, Pierre appears. He says that he rejected the investor's offer because he knows that his true happiness is not in expanding his business, but in being with the person he loves. Pierre asks Elena to travel to New York to pursue her dreams, saying that he will support her in every way. Elena is touched and replies, "My dreams are incomplete without you." She decides to stay in France and create her own brand here. The two decide to start a new life together with understanding and unwavering love. And so, the story of Elena and Pierre ends. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Goodbye for today.